need to not be scared to like try things. Bro, it's so good. Let's get this on the heat, I guess. And for the first time in my life, I want to make myself and my body a priority. So hi guys. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Brielle. In the past couple of weeks, I have started on like a fitness and health journey, and I really wanted to just like document the process, not only for you guys, but also for myself. So let's talk a little bit about my starting point and sort of what made me want to do this. I want to go into this more in depth in a future video. I grew up as a little bit of a heavier kid. I never really fit in school. And then going into high school was when I first really lost a dramatic amount of weight. I was swimming in my pool like every single day, like doing laps back and forth. And I don't know whether I was consciously trying to lose weight before high school or not. I can't really remember my mindset at that time, but it was the first time that I had dramatically gotten thinner, and I immediately noticed the way that it positively affected my social relationships, which looking back is kind of sad, but I was definitely treated differently after that point. I had some fluctuation throughout high school. My sophomore year, I gained more weight. My junior year, I lost more weight. And it's been this sort of back and forth since then. And a lot of it has been happening without me really realizing or thinking about it. There have been times where I'm like, oh, I want to get in shape, but then there's also been times where for months I just go on autopilot. I'm not really thinking about my food or my exercise. I'm just sort of closing my eyes and hoping for the best. And that's the number one thing that has honestly driven me the most crazy, was this just feeling of complete lack of control, where I just sort of feel like I'm coasting and hoping for the best and like not really aware of how I'm treating my body at any given moment, just sort of winging it. A little over a year ago, sort of during quarantine summer, is the most recent time that I put on a noticeable amount of weight. I think I was on my way to 130 pounds. I'm at like 123, 124 now. But I remember being shocked because I had thought that I was lingering at 120, max 125. And then I realized I was on my way to 130. Looking back at photos from this time now, I can see like the extra weight that I was carrying on my body. But as it was happening, as I was gaining it, I did not see it happening. Again, I yo-yoed back and forth, and then when I moved to LA, I felt like I put on a couple pounds, and I just got sick of this like fluctuation that just felt totally out of my hands. Like the thinnest points and the heaviest points, I don't even feel like what I was doing was that different. Anyway, all of that aside, my starting point right now, I'm a couple of weeks into starting to put this effort forward, and I'm currently sitting around 123, 124 pounds. I'm not totally dissatisfied with that weight by any means, but the main thing that I want to get out of this entire journey is a sense that I'm actively participating and paying attention to the way that I'm treating my body, that I'm making myself feel good through working out, because for so long working out was solely image driven, solely I want the results, and I think that's why I couldn't stay motivated. Just recently have I realized how much better I feel during the day if I work out in the morning, and that has been a transformative shift. I want to focus on getting fit. I don't care so much about losing a ton of pounds as I do about gaining muscle and getting toned and just caring more about my body. I feel like my body is the number one thing that gets neglected first when I'm busy or when I don't feel like I have time, or even just like something that I forget to prioritize. My entire life, my health and fitness and my appearance has been something I've neglected. I sort of like sacrificed it for academics and career, and I want to make an entire video diving into how being like an academic straight A student, like how I think it hurt me. Fitness has just never been a priority, and for the first time in my life, I want to make myself and my body a priority. I'm gonna cut to some footage from this morning when I went for my workout, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Workout is complete. I'm gonna make a protein shake now. I know protein shakes normally have like stuff in that. But for me, literally all I do is blend oat milk with protein powder. And it's honestly delicious. Like, it's something I look forward to every day. It feels like dessert. Even though today is my off day and technically I have a lot more time, I could do a lot longer of a workout than usual, I still stuck with my same like 20-minute routine because, especially because I'm at the very beginning of like my especially because I'm at the very beginning of my like working out journey, I care so much more about building the habit and being consistent than I do about like the length or the intensity of my workouts. My main goal right now is just to make a habit and to make a lifestyle out of working out regularly. So for that reason, I really like doing these shorter workouts. It's really hard to justify skipping it when it only takes like a total of half an hour out of my day, versus if I was doing hour-long workouts, that's taking a giant chunk out of my day's structure, and it would be so much easier for me to be like, oh, I don't have time, or I don't have the energy, versus like 20 minutes, not super strenuous. I can throw it into my daily routine and it doesn't disrupt the rest of my day, you know? So literally oat milk, and then this protein powder. This is Simple Truth Vanilla. I'll just do like a little bit more than a scoop. And bro, this vanilla flavor is so good. I'm gonna blend this in the NutriBullet. It looks really gross right now. Bro, it's so good. Because I make it with the NutriBullet, it has this like frothy topping. Oh my God. Also, it looks kind of funny with this giant straw. So typically I will drink this while I do my hair and makeup and basically just get ready for the day because I like having it like right after I finish my workout. So I'm gonna get ready. And then we're going to talk a little bit about like the goals I'm setting and just like my strategy going into this like entire journey, I guess. All right, guys, I got ready for the day and I want to have a little bit of a chat about my goals going forward and do some goal setting with you. So let me get a notebook because recently I've been really into physically writing everything. Like, I'm sort of over planning things on my computer. So something that's really important to me is trying to set goals that I feel like are realistic, because the amount of times that I've like started and stopped this journey has really proved to me that I cannot bite off more than I can chew. This is a sort of dramatic change for me because I am going from basically not exercising at all and sort of just coasting in terms of my health to like now trying to make like big lifestyle changes. So the first one that I want to do is trying to work out 4 times a week. I do feel like that's realistic because I am doing my workouts before I go to work, so it's already sort of very integrated into my schedule, like 5 days a week. Even if I take a couple rest days, I can still manage 4. So that's what we're gonna go with. Another main thing that I want to focus on integrating is drinking more water. I actually want to do an entire video where I drink a gallon of water every day for a week. But as of now, this is my go-to water bottle and it looks like it's 24 ounces. So I think I can easily drink 3 of those a day. So 24 times 3. 72. Can you tell it's been a while since I've been in school? Okay, so I want to aim to drink 72 ounces of water per day. And last but not least, this is gonna be the only food goal that I set because I feel like my diet is already not horrible and I wanna focus more on working out for now. But the one goal that I do wanna set is to try out more recipes that are different from what I usually eat. I tend to eat the same meals on repeat and I know they're not like overly nutritious or fresh meals. Honestly, because I'm not a chef by any means. I'm not gonna put any sort of number on this because I wanna be super relaxed with myself on this one, but I'm just gonna like put a general goal of like try out more healthy recipes. I just wanna experiment more with my food and try and find things that like are healthier and fresher that I also enjoy. Okay, so those are my big 3 goals. I don't wanna set anything else because I want it to be achievable. And I'm hoping to sort of turn this into a series where I like document my progress and how things are going. And I'm gonna be returning to these goals, setting new goals as things progress. There is one more numerical goal that I want to set, but I wanna be so very careful with how I preface this. My overarching purpose and aim for starting this whole journey is to tone up and to convert fat to muscle and just to feel more toned and strong. However, I would love to drop below 120 pounds. That's only a couple pounds of loss. I don't think that's crazy or ridiculous or unhealthy. By no means am I going to be checking my weight every single day, and I want to make sure that I don't become obsessive over that number and focus a lot more on, am I feeling good? Do I feel like I'm looking more toned? Do I feel like I am gaining muscle and able to lift more weight? That's where I really want to focus, and not so much on the number and losing weight. But just so I have some sort of like frame of reference, I am going to drop below 120 pounds. Okay, so that is all the goals that I'm going to set, and I'm going to check back in with you guys later when I am making myself some lunch. Okay, I know I've changed my outfit 30 times during the course of this video, but I just filmed another video, which is why I'm wearing this now, and it's fine. Okay, for lunch, I am actually gonna try something new, very much aligned with what I was talking about. These are zucchini spiral noodles. I eat a lot of pasta, and that is something I'm very okay with, but I thought that this would be fun to try. So, we got the pot, medium-high heat, 10 to 11 minutes. We can do that. I'm really grateful for the fact that, in general, I feel like my relationship with food has been pretty healthy for the majority of my life. Definitely when I was younger, I think I was doing a lot more like short-term experimental dieting and like things that weren't as healthy. Bro, it's just a frozen block of zucchini. Right, let's get this on the heat, I guess. This is not nearly as glamorous as I expected it to be. Also ignore how dirty my oven is. Just pretend you don't see it. It's not there. I'm just gonna poke at this frozen block with my wooden spoon. This is what I meant when I said that I'm just not a chef. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, little update on the zucchini noodles. It does smell good, even though the only ingredient is literally zucchini. It didn't say anything about any seasoning, so I think I'm just gonna add salt and pepper. I know I'm gonna put sauce with it, so I don't feel like I need to like season it too much. A little bit of pepper. The only tomato sauce I have is hella old, and it doesn't really feel like self-care to be using something I should have thrown out a while ago, you know? Like, that's just not taking care of my body. So I found these crushed tomatoes in my pantry, and I'm warming those up instead. Okay, I put some basil on top. I have no fucking idea whether this is gonna be good or not. I also don't know whether to eat it with a fork or a spoon. So let's taste it, I guess. Kind of nervous. I guess I'm gonna try to eat it with the fork. I really hope I like this, but also if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Like, I need to not be scared to like try things, and maybe they'll turn out bad. That's okay. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, I give this like zucchini tomato situation a solid 8. I'm gonna eat the rest of this, and then there's one last thing I want to chat about before we wrap this video up that I think needs to be talked about. Very, very important. So, okay, that was literally so much more filling than I was expecting it to be. One final point that I want to make before wrapping up this video, and that is the importance of balance. I don't want to feel guilt about food. Well, I think it's great to try to improve your eating and your fitness and whatever the fuck. When I imagine my dream self and my dream relationship with health and fitness, it is not a world where I only eat healthy things, I never have treats. It's a world where I feel healthy and energized overall, but I allow myself to indulge in experiences and treats and things like that. So in the spirit of that, I am gonna have one of these bark thins to finish off my meal. And just to remind you that if you personally are looking to start a health and fitness journey, balance is everything. I think a great like perspective shift that's really helped me is viewing health as trying to add more good things rather than trying to eliminate the bad, because adding more good things feels like a positive, like you're increasing the amount of joy in your life, versus trying to cut out bad things just feels like deprivation. So I care a lot more that I made myself a healthy lunch than me trying to cut this out, you know? I hope you guys enjoyed watching this first episode of my fitness journey, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh my god, I can't believe this cord was in the shot the whole time. Why didn't you tell me?